All right, so let me just repeat. A decentralized operation, there are different managers for different divisions, and they're responsible for planning and controlling the operations of their divisions, and divisions are often structured around products, customers, or regions. So those are the two buzzwords for this chapter 9, centralized operation and decentralized operation. So understand the difference. So for instance, um, a one-man operation, like an owner-operated business, that would be centralized because the owner does everything. So that's an extreme example of a centralized operation. Okay, let me just see what your book says. I just want to make sure I'm in line with your book. Okay. So on page, if you have your book with you on page 420, I'm just going to type that in the chat box. Page 420. They have the definition: a centralized company. All major planning and operating decisions are made by top management. An example is a one-person owner-managed company. In decentralized, managers of separate divisions or units are delegated operating responsibility. Okay, so that's the big difference. And in this course, we'll be talking about decentralized, and we'll be going over a certain problem. So let me just see something. I want to make sure that I put the right problem here. All right, so the first BE1 talks about Witten Company, and their costs under the budget are $36,000. So that's a budget. They're estimating what their costs will be. What actual will be is another story, but the budget, what they're planning on spending when they say budget, is $36,000. Does anybody have any questions about that so far?
No.
Amy?
No, ma'am.
Questions? You're okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So the company's divided into North and South regions, and the North region's costs were over budget by $45,000, and the South region costs were, they want to know if they were over, let's see. Let me read it from the book. For some reason, I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, let me just see. This is on page 450. Witten's company's costs were under budget by $36,000. Okay, so they were under budget, meaning they came in costing less. And the company, the North region was over budget by $45,000, so they came in costing more. So they want you to determine the amount that the South region's costs were over or under budget. So the answer is $81,000. And how did they come up with that? So they took the $36,000 the company was under budget, and they added the $45,000, which is over budget, to come up with the $81,000. What I want to do is see if I can see the show me so they can explain it a little better. So let me get into the Cengage account. Last time, remember, we couldn't get into the show me, but they fixed it for me. So let's see if it's working. This is the first time I'm going back there since it wasn't working. So I'm going to do a new share so you can see where I'm at. And I'm just going into the Cengage account. I'm going in not via Canvas, but just by logging in. Okay, let's see if I remember the word. Let me see. Hang on, I gotta get my password book. Bear with me. All right, let's see. Engage. I'm just looking to see where my password is. All right, can't find it. Let me see. Let's try another password. One more. Okay. I'm sorry. Somehow I don't have the password handy. Let me try one more time. Otherwise, we'll just continue. Let's see if this works. No, for some reason, I don't have the password. All right, so we'll forget this for now. Let's go back to our problems here. All right, so in question 2, they have service department charges. And they have a centralized computer. Let me just come in over here. All right, so they have a centralized computer technology department that all the other departments use. So in other words, they share this department. Everybody who needs computer technology, they utilize this department. It's shared by the whole organization. And they have a retail division in this company at Hardy, and they have a commercial division. Okay, so they have a retail and a commercial division. And they tell us that the total number of hours that they use are 4,000 hours of computer technology. So they want to divide up this cost into the 2 departments so that they can bill each department for the cost. All right, I want to try to make this bigger so that you could see it. Let me move this one down. Let's see, hang on. I can't seem to move that down. Let's see. All right, there it goes. I wanted to move that one down. And let me see if I can make this one a little bit bigger so that you could see it better. Okay. All right. Can you see that better? Is that big enough, the font for everybody? You could take your speakers off, Hendrik. You can unmute yourself, and you too, Nidell.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So let me put the view so it's a little bit easier on the eyes. All right. So how much should each division be charged for the computer technology services? Well, the total charge is how much? And feel free to type this in the box. How much is the total charge for the technology department? I highlighted it in aqua.
320,000.
Okay. Are you able to type it in the chat room box or no?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay. Well, some of you might be on your phone and you can't. So that's what's going to go right here. I have to put it back in that other view, unfortunately. So what's going to go here, as you said, Hendrik, is $320,000 is going to go there. And it's also going to go here. It's the same amount. We're going to allocate this money to the 2 departments based on how much each department used. It wouldn't be fair to do the same for each because not each department uses as many billed hours. I'm lessening these words so I can get it maybe on all one page. I'm just abbreviating the word expense. Okay, and I'll abbreviate hours. Okay. So how many hours Amy or Nidell, because Hendrik already gave me an answer, and you could type it in the chat box if you're shy. How many hours did the retail division use as far as computer technology service?
2,750.
Yes, very good. 3,750 hours. Okay, so let me just back this up. So now, Nidell, can you times 320,000 and $1,000 and divide it by 27? Is that right? 2750. Let's see. No. Excuse me. This goes here. Billed hours goes here. I put it in the wrong place. Forgive me. It's 2,750 goes at the beginning, and that gets multiplied by a percentage, which is determined by the number of the total cost by 4,000 hours. So $320,000 by 4,000 hours. How much does that come out to be an hour? 320,123 divided by 4,000. Let's see. 320,123 divided by 4,000. I get $80 an hour. Does everybody get $80 an hour? Hello?
Yeah, I got 80.
Okay. Hendrik, can you unmute yourself again? Nidell, can you unmute yourself? It's only the four of us.
I'm sorry, I'm outside. I can't do any calculations. Yeah,
okay.
I'm sorry. I apologize this time.
That's okay. So here we go. So we have the answer equals 2,750 hours times the rate we just figured out was $80 an hour. How do we get that? We divided 320,000 by 4,000 hours. That's how we got that. So what is the answer going to be for this, for the retail division? What's 2,750 times $80 an hour? And you could type in the box if you can't talk to us, Nidell. What is 2,750 hours that the retail division used times by $80 per hour? What does that come out to be? It's going to be in dollars. Very good, Amy, very good. Does everybody agree with Amy's amount that she put in the chat box? $220,000. That's how much the retail department is going to get billed for the use of the technology department. All right, so that's $220,000. Okay, very good. So now, how many hours did the commercial department use of the centralized computer technology department? How many hours? It's in the problem. Type it in the box for whatever you think is the correct answer. Very good, Amy. 1,250 hours. Very good. So we already know, let me see. Oh, no, I put it in the wrong place again. I don't know why I keep doing that. Here is 4,000 hours. It's the same as above. But here's where the 1,250 hours go. Let me just get rid of this. Okay. So if we take 1,250 and times it by the $80 an hour, we're going to get how much? How much are we going to get as the amount that the commercial department is going to get billed? Hendrik, do you want to venture a guess? Oh, 100,000. Was that Hendrik? That was Amy. Oh, very good. You left a zero off, Hendrik, but that's okay. So this answer here is 100,000 over here. $100,000. So what happens if I add 100,000 plus 220,000? How much do I get? 100,000 plus 220,000. What do I get?
$320,000.
Yeah, exactly. And isn't that the total cost? So that works out. That's a way of checking your work. Because if you didn't get that number, then something's wrong with your math. Most of the times, most accountants have to check their own work. So that's BE3. So let's go on. All right, we're going to do this next one. Uh-oh, I did something wrong. Hang on. Oh, let me come back up here. So we're going to do BE3. I miss my whiteboard. Let me I just want to, all right. Somehow I'm missing some things here. I just want to get them back. Oh, there we go. Okay. So let me get this down to the next page so it's all on one page. All right. This problem uses the data from Hardy Company, the company we just did in problem B2. And they gave us additional data. They gave us sales of 2,150,000. So any information they gave us, I put it in yellow. Does everyone see that? Can you give me a reaction? Like a thumbs, there's a place where you can actually, oh yeah, very good, thumbs up, good job. How did you do that?
You just click the reaction thing, and then it gives you either a clap hand or a thumbs up.
How come I don't see this reaction thing? I see mute, stop video, pause, remote control. I don't see reactions.
Probably because you're the instructor.
Oh, you're probably right. Okay. All right. So thank you, Amy. So now I put in all the numbers that they gave us. So we have to figure out what is the gross profit. Can anyone tell me how you determine gross profit? You can look at the report and know. There's two items. What?
Sold.
What do you do? Amy? I
Sales
heard.
minus cost of goods sold.
I couldn't hear your first word.
Is it total sales minus cost of goods sold?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right. I'm going to type it in the box, Amy, because that's exactly what gross profit is. Gross profit, very good, equals sales minus cost of goods sold. Very good. So if that's the case, then we can figure out this gross profit number. So 2,150,000 minus 1,300,000 equals, I get 850,000.
Yeah.
Did you get that too, Amy?
Yes.
Okay, let me type that in. For some reason it's not letting me type. I don't know why. Gotta put the num lock on, I guess. I can't believe it's not working. Let's try it again. View, print layout. I don't know. I'm looking for the edit mode. I don't know if there's an edit mode. Print layout, read mode. Let me go back here. View, edit mode. Okay, we're back to edit mode. So 8.5. Let me try up here. 8.5. No, it's not working. I don't know why it's not working, but I'm going to try again. 8. It's not letting me type for some reason. All right, let's try again. 850. Nope, not letting me type. 850. 85. No, I'm going to have to put it in the box. For some reason, it won't let me type on here. I don't know why. So the gross profit for retail is 850,000. So you can put this report on your notebook and you could fill in these numbers. So the 850 is going to go right here, right where I'm highlighting. Let me see if I can highlight where the aqua is right here. I don't think it even lets me highlight. Yeah, you're going to put that 850 right here. And then the gross profit for commercial is 1,200,000 minus 800,000. What number do you come up with that? Can someone type that in the chat box? Very good, Amy. 400,000. Okay, wonderful. So now the selling expenses are 150,000. They gave us that number. And for commercial division, 175,000. This is the retail division. This is the commercial division. I couldn't fit division, but you can put it on your notebook. Now the income from operations before service charges, we have to subtract the 150 from the 800 and what is it? What was up here again? I forget. I want to say it was 800,000, 850. 850? Yeah. Gross profit's 850. So we have to subtract 150 from that. So let's see if I can, I'm going to try again to get it to work. Let's see. So here we have the 850. 85. I have no idea why this isn't working. It's like such a mystery to me. 850. Ay. 8. No, not working. Okay. So here, let's see if I can type it here. This is going to be 700,000. It's not even letting me do it here. All right. So the income from operations for before, very important, before service department charges for retail is, I get 700,000. Does anybody get a different number? Does anybody get a different number than that? Now the income from operations. Let me just copy this. Okay, income from operations before service department charges for commercial is 400,000 less 175,000. My calculator says 225,000 is the answer for that. So now we have the service department charges. So remember we calculated those amounts up above? Over here is going to be 220. Oh, wow, I can't believe it's typing. And over here is going to be 100,000. Remember we calculated these in the prior problem? Can you guys give me a hands up so I know you're not sleeping? Can you do, yes, good job. Okay, so now this number here we said, let's see if I can do it. No, it's not letting me. Let me try. I don't know, it won't let me do it there. So here we have, how much did we have as income from operations before service department charges in retail? How much was that number? Was it 700,000?
That was 700.
Yes. And if we take 220,000, what do we have after that?
180.
180?
480.
All right. So, okay, so this is going to be 480,000 is our answer. Good. What does that number represent, Amy?
That's
What
what
is
you
it?
have. That's
What does this
that's
say? Just read the line. Read the line.
Yeah.
You don't have to guess. What does the line say?
Income from operations.
Perfect. Okay, don't let Amy do all the work, guys. Come on. Help her. So now let's do this number here. Let me just type in. Somehow, if I type in these dots, it lets me put a number in here. So we originally had 225 up here. I couldn't type it in. Oh, maybe I could put it. Okay, 225. Here we had 400,000. And if we subtract 100,000 from 225, we're going to get 125,000. And over here, let's see. Let me see if I can type something here. Let me try. No, try this one. No, it's not letting me. So this is the answer. I can't get this number in and I can't get this number in. So you'll have to type those in yourself. So the income from operations for retail is 480,000, and income from operations for commercial is $125,000. Now, understand that once you have this schedule, if your boss said to you, Hendrik, what's the income from operations before the service department charges? So if you knew this number, all you would have to do is add this to get that number. Do you see that? And if you were asked the commercial income from operations, let me just highlight that if I can. Let's see, I want to pick a different color, but they're so dark. So if you were asked, someone asked you, what's the income from operations before service department charges? Well, you just take the bottom line, you add it to the service department charges, and then you come up with the 225. Do you see how you can solve for the unknown when someone asks you a question that you may not have the answer to?
Yeah.
So it's important because I think one of your multiple choice in the RA asks you something like that. All right. Any questions? You need time to write this down before I take it off the screen? Okay, I'm just looking for my other book. It's already November 3rd, so we just have one more month left of the class. So please take a, I know, I don't blame you. Teaching online is, believe it or not, harder than teaching in person. It's very hard because it's so much easier to get up in front of a board and demonstrate. It's really hard to do it this way. And it's hard for the student as well. It puts more work on the teacher and the student. Okay, so I'm going to do a new share screen. Does anybody need more time with this screen?
I'm good on that.
Oh, I'm glad, Hendrik. Okay, good. Terrific. So now, actually, I could keep the screen up because I think I'm just going to talk to you and then type things in the chat box. So let's see. Actually, I think I want to go into Canvas. Let's basically go into Canvas.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the best way to go. This week we could actually do the quiz, like a dry run, and then you'll go home and do it yourself. Let's see. So this is Managerial. And I want to go to Assignments. I want to find the RA9. which is due today. Oh, it's due today. Let me just make sure it's due late tonight. No, it's due, you have until this. Let me change that. Let me make it till tonight because I see it's 3:29. It's past the hour. So
Yeah, it's due
yeah.
at 3:29 today.
That was definitely a mistake. So let's make that 11:55 tonight, almost midnight. Let's tell everybody we changed it. Let's change this one to 11:55. You actually can do it till the 7th, but then you get a point taken off the lateness. So you don't want to do that. All right, so let's get in here and let's go through this. I'm just waiting for it to save. Okay. So I gave you some pointers here. Did everyone see my pointers? Or you haven't gone in yet? Oh, you know what? I'm not showing the new share. That's why you don't see anything. Okay. Do you see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay. Did you look over these quiz instructions?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I gave you some hints. I thought that would help. So, which one of the following would be most effective in a small owner operated business? So I want you to type in what you think the answer is. If you can't answer me, then it's just going to be Amy and Hendrik. Nidell, there's no way you can. If I say, do you think it's the first answer, cost centers? Can you give me a thumbs up? There's a reaction button, Nidell.
I'm sorry, I'm driving.
Oh, okay. All right. Wow, you're a busy man. Okay. All right. He's doing it. Next, he'll be on a tightrope. I'm on a tightrope. I can't answer anything. Okay. All right. So cost centers, investment centers, profit centers, centralization. What do you think? And you can look in the textbook and see what oh, yeah, centralization. Hendricks, that sounds good. Okay, that's good. All right, question 2. A responsibility center in which the department manager has responsibility for and authority over costs and revenues is called a cost center, an investment center, a profit center, a volume center. What do you
Profit.
Cost center? Is that what you said, Nidell?
Yes, profit.
He said profit.
All right, we said profit. We're going to put it in. We'll find out the answers. How many are there? 10 questions, I think. For higher levels of management, responsibility accounting reports are rarely provided or reviewed, are more summarized than for lower levels, contain about the same level of detail, or are more detailed than lower levels. Think about a high executive. Do they have a lot of time on their hands? They want to quit.
It's I'd say this are more summarized.
Very good. Yep, that's right. They don't have time to read through pages and pages. Okay, question 4. Which of the following is a measure of a cost center manager's performance? Guess what? I think it has the word performance in the name.
Would it be a budget performance report?
Yeah, I think so. Let's find out. I might be wrong. I don't know the answers. I'm not looking at the answer key. Division A reported income from operations of $975,000. The service charges of $675,000. As a result, so service department, the income from operations is all the way at the bottom, remember? And the service department charges are right above it. So income from operations before service charges would be how much if we add these two together? Yeah, 16. I heard you going there, Hendrik. 1,650,000. So that's the answer. Good job. We just did that report, remember? Income from very good. Hendrik, I know you're on the right track. Income from operations for Division L is $250,000. Total service charge is $400,000, and operating expenses $2,750,000. What are the revenues for Division L? So we basically, I think, have to add these all up together. I think. So add them up all together, and what do you get?
I get 3.4 million or 3,400,000.
Yeah, I clicked on that. Blazer Corporation has $275,000 in invested assets. sales of 330,000, income from operations amounting to 33,000, and desired rate of return 7.5%. The rate of return on this investment is, now if you look up in that thing here, I told you the rate of return is income from operations divided by invested assets. So let's go back here. Income from operations is, I think 200, did I go down to the wrong question? Oh, here. Income from operations is 330,000, and we have to divide that by 275,000, which is invested assets. What's the answer in terms of a percent? 330,000 divided by 275,000.
12%.
Good. All right, let's see if that's right. Okay, good. How much-
Wait. Oh yeah. Okay, 12.
Okay, so here we go. Listen, if we're wrong, it's okay. This is my test, so I'll get the bad score. Marshall Corporation had 220,000 in invested assets, sales of 242,000, income from operations of 66,000, and a desired rate of return of 3%. The rate of return on the investment is, let's go back to see what the equation is. Income from operations divided by invested assets. So let's go back. Income from operations
242 divided by. You said invested assets.
yeah.
Oh shoot. Two, 4, 2.
Income from operation is 66,000, by the way.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, divided by
That can
yeah.
that can explain why I wasn't getting any of the answers.
That's okay.
All right, I got 30%.
Very good. You got to pay attention because it's confusing because the other number was income from operations 66,000, and this is invested assets. So they do. You got to be careful. You got to really look at it with the commas. Make sure it can easily make a mistake. Materials used by Jefferson Company are currently purchased from outside suppliers at $10 per unit. However, the same materials are available from Division A. Division A has unused capacity and could produce the materials at $8.50 per unit. A transfer price of $9.50 per unit is negotiated, and 25,000 units of material are transferred with no reduction in Division A's current sales. How much will Division C income from operations increase? Oh my God, that is a mouthful. Okay.
Let's see.
The way you figure this out is, I'm going to type it in the box. The way you figure this one out is increase in income from operations equals, parentheses, market price times, minus transfer price, and that's times units transferred. And then you're going to come up with your answer. So try working that out, and I'll give you the answer, but I want to give you at least 5 minutes to try. You too, Amy. Did I lose you, Amy?
I'm here.
Oh, good. Try to work it out. I know Hendrick's doing it. Idell's driving. I got a bad backache. I'm in pain here. We're a motley crew, that's for sure. So let me type in. So the market price is $10, I think. And if we subtract the transfer price, that's going to be 9.50. And that's in parentheses. And then we're going to times it by the amount of units transferred, which the problem tells us is 25 units. So what is what is 0.50 times 25,000? 0.50 is half, right? Yep, that's right. That was right, Hendrik. And let me see. Did Amy enter? Very good, Amy. 12,500. Here's the last one. Which transfer price approach is used when the transfer price is set at the amount sold to outside buyers? Let's see if we can find the answer in the book.
Transfer price approach.
So that answer is on page 439. That answer is on page 49. Who wants to take an educated guess? Variable price, market price, negotiated price, cost price. Okay, good, Amy. So let's submit the quiz and see how we did. All right, so we got 25 out of 25. Oh my goodness.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, very cool. So centralization, and then I started putting in these explanations. Do you guys like that when I put in an explanation?
Oh, yeah.
See how I put that in? It takes, I thought that would help because I'm not there in person to explain. So I kind of thought it would be nice if I put it in.
Yeah, it helps.
Oh, I'm glad. So everybody's good with this?
Yes.
All right. So you're ready to do this one. And I'm going to wrap this up unless you guys have other questions.
Let me see.
I just also want to tell you the test. I get confused between this class and the financial class. I made up the exam number 3, and I put in a lot of theory questions. I kind of left the computational ones out, but I did put 2 computations in at 15 points apiece, and that should hopefully be okay, and you'll be all right with that. So that's the last test, and you could take it whenever you want. I opened it up now, so if you feel like you want to take it and get it out of the way, that's fine. Does anybody have any questions, or is it okay? Do we all agree that it's okay to end the session for now? Because I'd be happy to. I would love to go back and try to get into that show me. It's really. I would love to do that. Let me just see if I can. Maybe. Hold on 1 second. Does anybody want to go over any specific problem, or do you want to call it a day? Whatever you guys want, it's fine with me.
I'm good here.
Okay, all right. So we'll call it a day. And meantime, I'll create a new password for Cengage the next time we can do the show me. All right.
Okay.
All right, scholars. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you.
You too, miss. Thank you.